jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Can you tell me where the truth is? Cause I'm hearing a lot of lies. Somebody tell me where the truth is. Cause I'm hearing a lot of lies. I say, sing my song. Cause I'm trying to find the truth. I say, sing my song. Cause I'm trying to find the truth. Find the truth, find the truth, find the truth. What's going on, everybody? WCS back on the boulevard. The first in the building. You already know what it is. Samar Warren on deck. Peace and blessings, beloved. Salute, WCS. Salute to you. What's good? What's good? Gilbert on deck. I see you. What's good? Shout out to Cam. I am Cam on deck. One half of the apostles. One love to OGWCS in the chat, the apostles in the building to layeth the hands and spread the good news of boxing. Can I get an amen? Andrew Charles on deck. What it do? Big Blunts and boxing in motion. What's good? Come back talking way too much. World Combat Sports. What's the deal? What's the deal with it, man? Talking way too much. I got to talk about this interview, though. Yeah, I got to talk about this interview. You know how it is. It's Sunday, too. So anything I say today, I know my sins are going to be forgiven. I ain't worrying about nothing. My sins going to be forgiven, y'all. My sins going to be forgiven. Errol Spence came out on Yak and Hennessy, goddamn on the rocks, 2 shots. You know what I'm saying? With the bottle to the right, whatever the podcast was, I don't know for sure. I gotta find out what was the podcast again. You know what I'm saying? A paint of yak. Let's see. Paul Masson on the rocks. On the rocks with AO. Just like Showtime said, they love the drink. They love the drink. You know what I'm saying? Caps and full on deck. That Spence interview was whack. Had to speed it up. Oh, is it boring? Nothing but pancakes and the whack. Man, y'all are petty, dog. What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all are petty. He said he had to speed it up. Why? Why, man? Show some respect and listen to it in full time. Seriously, listen to full time and grab a Mountain Dew or something, man. Keep you awake. Come on. Shout out to Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, a.k.a. Showtime Shaw on deck. Team Tucker in the building. He said, that Captain Full G said again, but hey, what do I know? For real, man. Oh my God, bro. We're gonna get to some sound bites. Juice Lee in the building. I'm trying to get everybody before we get on this. Jones Jr., what's good? Bud Crawford might be the most influential boxer of the 2020s. Yeah, man, they talk about him every day. So let's get to this unfortunate his unfortunate turn of events. Well, I did hear Showtime talk about this may be pre-recorded. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely think it was somewhat pre-recorded. Real talk. But like my thumbnail said, Errol Spence Jr., this is what he said. I was on my high horse. God knocked me down and humbled me. This is Errol Spence. The reason why I find it so imperative to do this thing live, and I'm glad that Errol and his girl came out and he allowed her to do the interview. The reason being is that if it would have been a YTC channel, it could have been perceived as bias, premeditated, malicious intent. You know what I'm saying? Pushing a false narrative. So he kept it in the family, so to speak. He got his girl to do the interview to build up her channel too. You know what I'm saying? Allow her to get the views. So the aerosexuals, you know what I'm gonna tell you. I want you to take your ass over there and I want you to damn watch that video at least a minimum of 3 to 4 times. All right. Don't speed it up neither. Because y'all know y'all have short-term memory loss when it comes to shit like this. I want you all to play that shit in normal. I want you to take down some notes. That's what I want you to do. I want you to find your composition notebook. No typing on the phone. I want you to manually write this shit down. Because he mentioned some areas of concern in this interview that the aerosexuals, the Spencerholics, it finds to be contradicting. Because you all have been on here so many times talking about who's holding up the fight, who's responsible for this. Every time somebody mentions drinking, they say, how did they know that? The man admits, he sets the record straight. It doesn't get any more clear than this. I don't know what else to tell the aerosexuals. Them bum ass niggas, right? They don't want to see the clarity and the truth. Errol has finally came to the light and put it out there, which totally goes against the grain with all these aerosexual channels. They said somebody mentioned that one person was holding up the fight. And I'm saying to myself, it would have been good if Errol has said just made one comment to blame Crawford for anything. It would have been great that he just made one comment to blame him for something that ties into what the aerosexual have been pushing on this social media platform, especially Pumpernickel Head Fanon, the man that makes a freaking video every day smearing Crawford's name. Pumpernickel Head. You know what I'm saying? He needs to watch this video. Somebody please send him the link. He needs to watch this. You know what I'm saying? Penis Head. He needs to watch this video. For real. He needs to listen to Errol Spence's words. So let's get into it. I want to hurry up and get this soundbite up because, like Captain Full G said, he had to speed it up. You know what I'm saying? Which was smart. It was slick. Let's listen to it.
I always say specific don't fight before the fight because usually I know before I used to get up to 185.
What did he say? I'll tell you. He said I used to get up to 185. Aerosexuals. I used to get up to 185. I used to get up to 185. Used to mean past tense, aerosexuals. Spence said he used to get up to 185. Why? He's gonna tell you why.
And it was that I say training camps because that was a fight. It was just battling, hanging out, have.
Hold up. We're not gonna just call. We're not gonna march past that. We're not gonna drive past that accident. Did he say hanging out? Aerosexuals. Did this man just confirm what voices have been echoing for the longest period of time? Did he say he was hanging out? Did he say that he was hanging out? He was ballooning up to about 185. Well, he's been on record saying it was higher than that. 185. And he was hanging out. He was hanging out. This truth stings. This truth stings right here. You can't have any other debates when your man wasn't taking the sport serious. You can't have any more debates because this will always be used in any debate going forward that you want to have on Spence Crawford. They're going to use this video. You have no leg to stand on because it's coming out the mouth of not third party. It's coming from the man himself. So you can't sit up here and have any other debates talking about who's holding up what. If your man wasn't ready and he placed himself in a predicament, he jeopardized being 100% healthy. That means himself, self-inflicted, drinking, gaining weight, hating training camp. Let me keep rolling.
Fun, partying,
partying,
different things, and then okay, I got to fight today. I got 8 weeks to train. Now I got to lose 30, 40 pounds.
And you were so moody when you were in camp.
Super moody. You know, I'm not losing weight the right way. I'm wearing sauna suits. I'm not eating how I'm supposed to eat. You know, I'm doing the old school way, thinking I'm going to starve myself. And I
apologize to my listeners. I didn't slow it down, okay? I did not slow it down. For those of you that haven't really been able to listen to this audio, I did not slow it down. In my defense, this is just normal play right here. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going through the whole video. I'm going to fast forward through parts, but he's basically telling you all that he hated fight camp. This man hated fight camp because in between fights, he was living reckless. As big as his name was, all the rumors have now been confirmed that he was a partier. Nate Jones wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. Errol is on record today, yesterday, the day before that, last week. He's on record as putting it out there that he's been taking the sport as if it was just spring break all the time in between fights. He was on spring break. He put it out there. You niggas can't come on here crying about who's holding up the fight when he's telling you all the variables that's been going through on and step by step about him gaffing off training camp, freaking making shit more hard. Why? Is he just gave it up all of a sudden? He's telling me everything and giving me all the signs that he would be the hold up in any fight. Because for one, it may be a bit more difficult for him to drop the pounds. For whatever reasons that may be. It's a lot more difficult for him to drop the pounds. Y'all need to pay attention. He said partying.
I drank water to make the weight. So
but you're not doing it anymore.
I'm not doing it anymore. I ain't got nutritionist and stuff, which I should have done back then, but just being cheap, man.
That's very.
Hold up. Somebody say something funny. He just laughed. I guess he laughed because for one, he didn't have nutritionists back then. So he was just pretty much freestyling it. He was freestyling it. Now, imagine how much clout you would have had and how much bragging rights you would have had. And then what your timeline would have looked like if you wouldn't have been partying and enjoying your liberty so much. You potentially would have got a title shot a little bit quicker than what you did. But I think a lot of people seeing what was going on and they was trying to wait till you lock in to taking the sport serious before you was able to get a title shot. Something wasn't right. Something just wasn't right.
Being a penny pincher and not doing things that that will help me to succeed, trying to trying to do everything. That's one of my vices too. Trying to do everything myself. Like trying to, cook for myself. Trying to do everything by myself. Strength conditioning by myself, and not having people help me.
He said he was doing strength and conditioning by himself. Strength and conditioning by himself. It's a lot of areas that basically will pinch a nerve. They say, he was just stubborn, selfish, and as a boxer on his level, he might have been a lot more immature than people gave him credit for. A lot of these dudes want to live vicariously through a brother like Spence. They want to have what he have, but he earned what he have. You want to be a part of what he have by being a groupie. That's what you want. You want to be a part of what he have by being a groupie, by being an individual that's afraid to say anything that's straight to the core and realistic truth. Like they always say, keep it real. Y'all ain't keeping it real. He is. Kudos and salute to Spence for keeping it real, telling his YouTubers that he don't like what it really is. Y'all been defending this man all this time, and he's been doing exactly what we say he was doing.
And, that's one of the things, I'm getting older now, so that's one thing that I changed, getting more help, accepting help from others.
The ego.
Yeah. Ego, and it's just, I like to do stuff myself in my own accord, so, everything was, by myself, and I made it a lot harder than it had to be. So now I got to.
He said he made it a lot harder than it had to be. All the signs of an individual that was making mistakes along the way, and those mistakes didn't slow him down one bit until God humbled him. I'm being real. Until he said God humbled. That's the only reason he slowed down. And even with me telling you that, you're going to be disappointed. Remember what I just said. He said, I was on my high horse. God knocked me down and humbled me. Remember that, because later on, you're going to find out God didn't humble him enough.
Nutritionists and dietitians and strength conditioners, mess with their garden or plant different things or go fishing. Just trying to get them different avenues instead of the same old. Go to the club, hang out, go out there, have drinks. I want them just to.
He's talking about people, on his ranch. He want them to have, something to do with the livestock, the horses and everything. Go out to the club, have some drinks. All the leisure that we have been speaking on for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him having a extended career. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him fighting for the next 5 years. Real talk. I don't see it.
Their mind just to be more open. They can do different things and open to do different things instead of the same old, which is the norm.
Yeah. That's very admirable. You're a great day. And I get to see it up close. You're doing great.
Appreciate you.
Okay, so your next fight, who we got?
Pay attention.
I don't know, but me and Crawford are definitely in the talks. We've been talking, so hopefully it can be me and him.
So she asked him about his next fight, and he said, me and Crawford are in talks. Do you need an interpreter? Do you need a dragamon? Do you need anybody to ASL? Do you need me to present you with a slab of braille? Because I can get my braille on for you blind niggas. I can give you a sheet of braille and put that on there, what she just said. She asked a question, and Spence said, Crawford, y'all, they talking. They talking. They talking. They talking. Did you hear him say anything that's comparable to the aerosexuals about Crawford being a duck, or he couldn't get in contact with Crawford, or he's unable to communicate with Crawford? He says they're in talks, and he's going to elaborate on that too.
We're going to start right into our negotiations going better than what they were before.
Yeah, definitely. Me and Crawford, when we was talking directly, we were probably on the phone for probably 40 minutes, 30 minutes. You know, we probably spent probably 15 minutes talking about, negotiation parts and stuff like that. We just talking about, getting a feel for each other and, basically talking about our families and, current situations we had going on and stuff like that. And then we start talking about, boxing and us fighting and negotiations and things like that. But it went well, and our teams are still negotiating. We still having talks, so it's going very well.
Shut your punk asses up. I'm tired of hearing you sit up here and goddamn lie like Crawford's the one that's holding up the fight. The man just verified that they was having a decent rapport. It was genuine. They was talking to one another, talking about one another's family. None of the BS. You know what I'm saying? None of the fecal media that you hear out here. The shit dwellers. The motherfuckers that play around in a pile of dung and goddamn confuse it with Nutella and put it in their mouth, say, They don't taste that bad. They look the same, Nutella and freaking cow dung. No, it's not it. It's not it, people. He said that him and Crawford was talking on the phone. Errol Spence said him and Crawford was talking on the phone. Where is the narrative coming from that one person is holding up the fight? Oh, I know what you're going to say. This is pre-recorded. This is not recent. And I'm going to call you a coward again. I'm going to call you pussies a coward again. You know what I'm saying? You pussies that continue to sit up here and run that goddamn long, drawn out, dry ass narrative. You know what I'm saying? They keep on saying the same shit over and over again that Crawford's holding up the fight. Crawford's holding up the fight. That's all y'all been saying. Somebody say one person is holding up the fight, y'all run with it and then start dumping on Crawford. You niggas can't prove shit. Errol Spence just came out and told you all what it was, man. They say they was on the phone. They was communicating fine without you YouTubers. You YouTubers are liars. You lack integrity. You never had it in life. A lot of you niggas just haven't had a damn male figure in your life. That's why you chasing behind Errol. You want him to be your male figure. You want him to give you the RSVP to go to the club just one night. So one of you niggas can take a goddamn selfie. He did not say Crawford was ducking. Errol Spence did not say Crawford was ducking. So where you lame ass niggas getting the information at? See, for a minute, y'all hoes was freaking quiet. Y'all wasn't saying nothing. Then you came back out with the narrative. Oh, let me go ahead and push this narrative. Somebody said that one person was holding up the fight. Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and say it was Crawford. Let's say it was Bud. Yes, we got to stick to the plan. We got to stick to what works. We got to stick with all natural emotions. If we was a pussy last week, we got to continue to be one. We're going to continue to push this narrative. It was all Crawford. Spence didn't say that, though. So I want all y'all niggas to goddamn do a live real soon, ASAP, and apologize. First to me, because you know I be paying attention. I be peeking in through that motherfucker with an ear up there. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll be paying attention. Y'all need to apologize to not me first, but Bud Crawford. You need to apologize to him and his family. You need to apologize to his fans. You know what I'm saying? You need to apologize to his fans because y'all been up here capping, lying, and just goddamn running with this shit. And y'all black men too. Y'all niggas look in the mirror and y'all black too. And y'all sitting up here concurring, antagonizing, provocating the same drama. Each and every time something new come out, you want to put it off on Bud. What you gonna say? Errol Spence just told you everything that you've been capping about is false. He's been fucking off the sport, bro. I know y'all don't like to hear that, but he didn't say Crawford was ducking. He said they was talking on the phone. He could have very well kept whatever energy you thought he had when he was putting them tweets out and said, you know, truth be real, truth be told, Crawford ducking. That's all he had to say to stir up the pot. But it's hard to get the algorithm popping and people believe you. Unless those people that's in your chat, they just straight up illiterate. You know what I'm saying? They got to have a mind of their own, bro. But if they easily breached and the influence contaminate their sense of thinking, well, I can't help them. They need to see a therapist. All I'm saying is, if this video, which it is, it's gonna go viral. It's doing numbers, y'all. It's doing numbers. I'm not gonna lie, this video is doing numbers. At the end of the day, if they haven't watched this video, the aerosexual should do a live on here. And if you want to fake like that wasn't Crawford, that was an imposter, that was a clone, that wasn't his girl, she was an imposter, that was a clone, you go right ahead, because I need some entertainment.
You have, had some obstacles in your life. You have a wreck, a very bad wreck, a few years ago. And recently you were in another wreck. And I'm talking about recently you were in another wreck. What do you think you walked away with from these obstacles?
Before he get into obstacles, I see we have some stray mutts on deck. So let me address this. You have all the freedom in the world. You know what I'm saying? We usually don't spend too much time on them mutts when they walk over here. But somebody must have been leaving out treats, and you found your way over here to this chat. All I'm gonna tell you is be careful. Be careful. Now I want you to enjoy the show, but be careful over there, because sometimes you mutts, you just be looking and sniffing for food, and all of a sudden a wrench hit you in the head. Bing! Then you run out. You know, you run up under the house in the basement and shit to the swelling go down. Don't come over here being stupid. Not today.
Just no one really who was really, there for me. Like, my family. My kids still, smiling, and just acting like nothing happened, even though, I had scars all over my face. It was all cleaned up. Or, basically, a few less teeth in my mouth.
Yeah.
My kids still treat me the same. They make me feel good. Just having friends and, certain, certain family members around me and just always being there for me and, nurturing me and basically acting like, I was 2-3 years old all over again. So, it just meant a lot knowing that, my core family was, still in my corner and still, 100%.
Now, WCS don't have nothing to say about that. He says family was there. I don't touch a family deal. Real talk. Like that's an area that I'll just skip smooth over and leave it alone, because he was talking about the people who cared for him in the time of adversity and obstacles that he was dealing with from that car accident. I don't have nothing negative to say about that.
Sent down for me, even though what other people were saying that he's done and he come back in the ring, he'll be a shell of himself. And all those things, and just just coming back and just I don't think I had a clear mind at the time. I was still
Going crazy.
going crazy. It was messed up. Kind of mentally. I was still even after my wreck. I was still going to the club. Stuff like that.
He said he wasn't in his right frame of mind. He said he wasn't in his right frame of mind. He was still, crazy, so to speak. He wasn't in his right frame of mind. He wasn't in his right frame of mind. You know what I'm saying? And he just said he was still going to the club. He said he was still going to the club. CLU Bravo. What is it that you all don't want to accept? The man said he was still going to the club. He admitted. I respect him for coming out and finally putting it out here. You know what I'm saying? He was still partying. What did I tell you about the people that I know up in Texas that wanted me to freaking have this audio? I mean, this video, this media, and I said, no, I ain't touching that because I ain't trying to have no shit. Him out there on his leisure, and people, filming that without his acknowledgement. But I don't need nobody acknowledgement on this. He said it himself. He was still going to the club. See, an aerosexual would get up here and say, well, brother, you reading too much into it. He just said he was going to the club. He could have meant Sam's Club. See, that's a WCS. See, you think you be using your imagination. I be thinking deep too. I be staying woke. I'm a logical thinker there, WCS. He was saying Sam's Club to get some food for his family. Let me rewind that back a little bit.
Point where I was about to go, about to go berserk. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he calmed me down. He news instead of the same old. Go to the club, hang out, go out there, have drinks.
Okay, so your next fight.
First situation we had going on and stuff like that. And then we start talking about, boxing and us fighting and negotiation and things like that. But it went well, and our teams were still negotiating. We still had talks. So it's going very well.
Fight.
I just want to wind it a little bit. He said the negotiation's still going well.
I don't know, but me and Crawford are definitely in the talks. We've been talking, so hopefully it can be me and him.
We're gonna start right into our negotiations going better than what they were before.
Yeah, definitely. Me and Crawford, we were talking directly.
She said, "Are negotiations going better than what they were before?" Before means the 2022, which a lot of aerosexuals tend to bathe in every time that they want to get behind the mic. You know what I'm saying? They grab a bar of Errol and they wet it under some warm water and they lather and bathe and get those suds nice and just sit there. And they want to think about doing a live stream on Bud Crawford. They want to put themselves as if the worship is real. They're devoting all this time to build up this guy. And he just went on record finally admitting his demons. But all along, these aerosexuals refuse to acknowledge those demons existed. They exist, people. I'm not saying I'm perfect. This don't have anything to do with who's perfect or imperfect. This has a lot to do with two fighters who we've been wanting to see for quite some time, been on the pound for pound list. And now we at a point where this video surfaces and he's telling you all that negotiations are going well. They're going better than before. That's quite opposite than the treason that has been taking place. You know what I'm saying? The agents that's out here, the agitators that's been out here spreading this false information. It's quite different when he's sitting up here saying that negotiations are going well. He spoke to Crawford. They're communicating with one another. They're talking. They're doing all this. They're going well. Where's this one person holding up negotiation and it's Crawford? He don't want to fight. Spence didn't say that. Did you all hear Spence say that? I didn't hear that nigga say that.
Actually, we were probably on for probably 40 minutes, 30 minutes.
40 or 30 minutes they talk.
We probably spent probably 15 minutes talking about, negotiation part and stuff like that. We just talk about, getting the feel for each other and, basically talking about our families and
family
different situations we had going on and stuff like that. And then we start talking about, boxing and us fighting and negotiations and things like that. But it went well, and our teams are still negotiating. We still have talks, so it's going very well.
Just to reiterate what he just mentioned, just to elucidate what he just meant, he just basically said the teams are in talks. They're still talking. The teams, TEAM, Zooms. The teams are still in talks. It's going well. Him and Crawford are communicating. That's a plus, right? That's a huge plus, man. Can't y'all black people out there, y'all black extremists, listen to this video, or do y'all not want to talk about it? Or y'all got the gag order? Y'all got the gag order? Aren't some of y'all supposed to be the head of the household, or that's just when you file taxes? I don't know. I'm confused, man, because a lot of y'all act like you can't speak on your own. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid to talk about public record of these fighters. I'm not going in on anything with Spence that he hasn't put out to the public. Remember that. It's a fact. He said after the accident he was still partying. Come on now. Come on now. No broken bones. I'm a savage. I'm beginning to believe he is. He's a savage for real. Like the accident, the way that accident occurred and how it played out, and that man checked himself out of the hospital, went home, and his girl talked about how, he was up there trying to get his mobility back, and he was in the gym with 5-pound dumbbells doing lunges, and he was struggling on the lunges. I know how that is for having a motorcycle accident. I know how the rehab goes. He wanted to walk on the side of the highway and just try to get his body back functioning. That is some savage shit right there. But you have to be held accountable for your decisions, bro. Like, people depend on you. Errol also mentioned in his interview how he be taking care of family members and stuff. If you have that leadership role and God bless you with the ability to be that guy, because you say you him, right, Errol? You say that in the interview. You're him. So if you're him, you have to understand every decision you make not only affect you, it affects others that you support.
You have, had some obstacles in your life. You had a wreck, a very bad wreck, a few years ago. And recently you were in another wreck. And I'm talking about recently you were in another wreck. What do you think you walked away with from these obstacles?
Just knowing who was really, there for me. Like, my family. My kids still, smiling, and just acting like nothing happened, even though, I had scars all over my face. It was, banged up. Or, basically, a few less teeth in my mouth.
Yeah.
My kids still treat me the same. They make me feel good. Just having friends and, certain, certain family members around me and just always being there for me and, nurturing me and basically acting like, I was 2-3 years old all over again. So, it just meant a lot knowing that, my core family was, still in my corner and still, 100% down for me. Even though what other people were saying that he's done and if he come back in the ring, he'll be a shell of himself. And all those things and just, just coming back and just, I don't think I had a clear mind at the time. I was still,
Pay attention. Pay attention. Please pay attention. You queens of Spence out there that wear the crown every day. I'm talking to you. Pay attention so we can shut that other stuff you was talking about. Shut it down and put it away. Find the empty shoebox you had around in them Payless shoes you be walking around in. Put those lies and put them away, man. Because he's about to tell you something that you may not like. I don't want to hear none of y'all going on any other debates Because when people use this footage, when anybody's debating using this footage, what are you going to do? That wasn't him. He was under influence. That was recorded back in 1980.
Yeah, go crazy. It'll be messed up. You know, kind of mentally. You know, I was still shoot even after my rape. You know, I was still going to the club. Stuff like that too. Yeah, it's still wild. And so, but
He said even after the accident, he was still going to the club. Let's take a moment of silence because he just killed a lot of aerosexuals in that one sentence. Let's take a moment of silence. And if I still have Cam on deck, can you please lead us in prayer? Please lead us in prayer. Please. If one half of the apostles are still in the building, please lead us in prayer. Because he just killed off a lot of the damn falsicities and the sins. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Come on already. You don't have shit else to say. He said after the accident, he was still going to the club, to the club, to the club, to the club. And click, club, club. Do I need to tell you all anymore? He was still going to the club, to the club. He was still, he say, out of his mind, he was doing what he wanted to do. I'm pretty sure y'all need to pay attention and listen to the video for your own solace, bro. Find your own solace, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? If it's running down the hill with your hands behind your back into an oak tree to get your sanity back, do it.
I feel like that was God basically, you know, knocking in my door. Like I said, the Bible, the warning comes before destruction. Yeah. So, you know, I definitely feel like that was God, you know, knocking, basically telling me, you gotta chill out. Because it was getting to the point where, you know, I was about to go, berserk. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he calmed me down. He knocked me.
I mean, I don't know what he mean. I'm listening to this. If I laugh, people gonna be hitting me in the DMs talking about I didn't take it serious. But Errol's cracking a chuckle. He's chuckling in between this. And I thought we was talking about a serious situation. I thought this dude was talking about a serious situation. But every now and then you hear a chuckle come out when he's talking about some serious shit. You know why I'm mentioning this? Because if I'm in a debate or a dialogue with somebody and I bring this up, they get so irate. But I just wonder how they are right now. I wish I can just, you know, be a little fly and fly in through the screen and shit. And while I have this on replay, I loop this motherfucking live. I loop it. I just want to see what their reaction is. Because he's chuckling when he's talking about a serious situation. Shout out to Big Blunts Unboxing with the $5 super chat. I see you. Hot fucking grease. Light them up. Refresh the super chat from OG and Cooking. If y'all ain't got the 2, the 5, just go ahead and dip out. Get you some paper for real, man. Support the channel. You already know what it is, man. Why y'all being so stingy? Man, this is Errol Spence shutting down his own fan base. This is a long time coming. They were speaking about Bud Crawford as if he was about to do an interview like this. Could you imagine how many people would be on my live stream if this was Bud Crawford giving an interview and talking about he had these demons? My shit will finally breach 150, 200, maybe 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Then they wouldn't be able to talk about my numbers though, dog.
Damn. It was just like, in the Bible, it was Paul, you know, on the horse. And God knocked him off the horse, and basically, it was like a pour all down and top of God.
When did you spoil the Bible?
Yeah, you know, he knocked him off basically the high horse. I was on my high horse, and I feel like God knocked me back down and humbled me. And basically,
he said, I was on my high horse. God knocked me back down and humbled me. He felt that God knocked him down and humbled him. So if he felt some type of way, Did it work for long term? Did it work for long term? That's what I want to know. Is it something that you have close to your heart when it comes to that point where you're about to get up here and do something stupid or make a dumb decision or go out or, drink up, whatever the case may be? Do you hold it close enough to the point where it can influence you to not make that decision? That's just my biggest question, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest question. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really understand why you chuckle in serious. I don't know, man. Some people, they get mad, they start to grin. I get it. But, he find it, a little bit comedic and talking about a serious situation. But if I was to go and speak on that on somebody else's panel, it'll be people all in the chat whining, blowing snot bubbles. You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing that? It was a serious situation. But Errol, he cracked a little chuckle. So that gives everybody else the pass, the chuckle too. He didn't take it too serious.
I mean, stay focused, man. You're heading the wrong way.
Do you think
I veered off the road.
Yeah, real bad.
Yeah.
Do you think that, like, after your wreck, you just, like, that's when your perspective changed? Like you was wild, for real, like.
Yeah.
And like, do you think just when your wreck happened, you just woke up like, I need to change my life?
Nah. Nah.
I feel like it took a while.
I got.
Did she just ask him when he woke up, did he feel it changed his life? And he said no. I mean, Spence might have some savagery in him. I'm starting to lean heavy on that. Shout out to Big Blunts to that $5 super chat, bro, brother. Appreciate you. I'm beginning to think that something isn't something just ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying pretty much from the accident, it didn't change him enough for him to say, okay, there was a life-changing event. He mentioned God humbling him. You know what I'm saying? He mentioned he was on a high horse and God knocked him down and humbled him. But when asked the question about when you woke up, did it feel like it changed your life or whatever the case may be? And he was like, no, he kind of chuckled again. I don't think serious life-changing situations for him means the same for the average person. It may not mean the same. He may be on a different level for whatever reason of comprehension when it comes down to this. He may be on a different level of savagery. We don't know.
Like, even like after my wreck, I was just like, stuff happens. That's my whole mentality anyway, but I just felt like.
He said after the wreck, y'all, he was like, stuff happens. He was like, after the wreck, y'all, stuff happens. He wasn't going on like, hey man, I need to repent. I need to have a self-reflection. I need to pray. I need to get down and have a moment of meditation. I just need to clear my head. He was like, shit happened. So Ben, he said, shit happens. You aerosexuals, you need to understand. Stop feeling some type of way, hitting the block button every time someone brings up the same type of energy that Errol has in this interview. If it seems like we don't care, why don't you just hit the replay and see if he feel like he care? He say shit just happens. Shit happens. So if we talking about it and we don't feel like we at a point where I'm repenting my sins and I'm feeling some type of way, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I should have a devotional period. I feel like I've been living in the dark too long. It's time to come to the light type of situation. Don't be mad. Because he's not saying, he's not telling you all what you want to hear. He's not putting it out there. Your main focus, a lot of you aerosexuals, your main focus in this interview is to hear him say something bad about Crawford. Besides that, you niggas ain't trying to pay attention. You're going to go back in your room and get on your PC and pick in your nose and goddamn taste the boogers and do all shit like that. Yeah, you know, you are. You are gonna do that. You are. Because you ain't hear nothing bad about Crawford in this interview. So you're gonna sit up here, oh man, I subscribe for nothing.
I still, I still haven't, matured, and I didn't take heed to the warning at all. Like
At all.
that just happened. It was like that happened.
He say he still haven't matured, aerosexuals. Queens of Spence, Spencerholics. He said that he haven't matured yet. He said he haven't matured yet. I don't have to look up the dictionary. Look up the definition of maturity. But this man has been honest enough to say he wasn't mature enough. So pretty much what we're encompassing here, well, I would say encapsulating here, is the fact that he's recognizing that he wasn't mature and he didn't care. Though he mentioned about taking care of family and all that, it's just certain things he didn't care about when he was out there having fun. He didn't care. Aerosexuals, he didn't care as much as you care to lie on Bud. He didn't care. You niggas need to care about talking about Errol Spence and nursing him back to health. You bum ass niggas. That's what you need to do.
I get better or whatever. Keep doing what I've been doing, and then I was that stuck, that deep, in that fake life that I was living, trying to live. That I just wasn't listening to the warnings. Basically, God knocking on the door telling me, "Yo, man, chill out," and I wasn't answering.
So there you go again with that chuckle. If WCS chuckle like that, I swear to God, them admin boys gonna start typing and they're gonna put in anonymous freaking submission. Anonymous complaint for freaking 13 different channels. This man say he didn't care pretty much about the warnings. He didn't care about the warnings that he was getting. He was going out here and people knew he was going out here. And when nobody around him could stop it, they saw it going on, but they couldn't stop it. And then no telling what happened if somebody would have came up there and tried to tell him from his team, hey man, you need to chill. You need to chill. You need to take it to the house. They would have got fired. He probably say, hey man, get him off from around, man. I do what I want to do. He say he wasn't mature, aerosexuals. What is it going to be? What is the retort to this, aerosexuals? I hear you're talking about this fight and this, that, and y'all don't know shit about the motherfucking fight. Y'all don't know a damn thing. He say they still in negotiation. Who's holding up the fight? Who's holding up the fight now? He said they having the best negotiations. That don't sound like one person's holding up the negotiations and it's Terrence Crawford. Did I tell you that is a group that exists on YouTube called the Black Extremists, aka the aerosexuals? They don't like dark-skinned dudes. They don't, man. There's something wrong with them cats, man. They want to talk about and make up false information, man, and then put background music in there and make it seem like they really talking about some good shit. But it's still a lie, man. If you take some hot dog shit and put whipped cream on top of it and serve it, the top layer to an aerosexual will taste just as good as the bottom layer, because that's what they've been tasting for a long time.
I wasn't answering at all.
Do you think that you have any like PTSD from the wreck?
Yeah, I do. I definitely got PTSD. Even when I'm driving, like I stop at a red light, and I just envision like somebody running into me, or if I'm driving, I just envision somebody veering into me, or somebody hitting me.
He got PTSD from the accident. They're aerosexuals. He has PTSD from the accident. BUT. He still drives though.
Or I get nervous
Facts.
when I'm driving, and like I'm by the wall, Like I can't drive by the wall. Yeah. Like I gotta drive in the middle of the highway. Like if I'm by the wall, I just feel like if I'm gonna hit the wall or somebody gonna hit me, something like that. Like I always keep different thoughts of, having a car crash or somebody running into me or, something happening. Yeah.
That's scary. Did those obstacles have any effect on like you wanting to move to a rent? Or was that something that was like always in your plans? Like
Nah. I wouldn't even worry about the ranch at that time. But after my wreck, I was standing we were standing in the high rise, and I just wanted something different. Didn't want to be around people. Wanted to be more to myself, like I usually am, and I was.
Yeah.
So I was just looking for different places, and I found this out here, and I feel like it was good for me. It's more secluded. I can be more focused. It's a great environment for my kids to run around. It's a lot of land, and my kids can run around and have fun and do different things. And it keeps me from doing other stuff that was distracting me. Keep me from being bored, being out here, and having horses, cows, those chickens, for my dogs and things like that. So I feel like it was a great adjustment by me, just to be out here and just living a quiet life. And I like a lot. I feel like serenity. Like a lot of my friends come out here and they tell me they say it's so peaceful out here. It's so quiet. You don't hear nothing.
And see, that's where I'm at with it. I'm trying to find the peace on the YTC. You know what I'm saying? Why can't he just do one video to get these niggas to shut the fuck up? You know what I'm saying? Just do one video there, Spence. Just go ahead and do a PSA and say, you know what? I know there's been a lot because I know he paid attention to the YouTube. I know there's been a lot going on. I just want to say to the YouTubers, specifically you aerosexuals as they call you. Stop saying Crawford ducking the fight. Stop saying he don't want the fight. Stop saying that he's the reason why the fight is held up. If you look in my bio, I put the link in there so you can check out the video. You know what I'm saying? This is Errol talking to the aerosexual. Hey, I put the link up there. I want you to pay attention to the entire video, and then that should answer a lot of your questions out there. You answer a lot of questions, so you won't run around here just bumping into shit, man, because you just want to don't remember what's going on, what you hear. Just be bumping into shit for no reason, man. Self-inflicted. That's not the way you're going to forget it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to forget all the damage you've done on here. You're never going to be able to forget it, man.
Super quiet, super peaceful. I just in my thoughts. I can enjoy myself. My kids can go outside, play, have fun, and it was super different. I'm glad that I made that adjustment to live out here and raise my family and enjoying the ranch life. Me and I go run. Then, we watch our favorite TV show with me.
like that for you. Okay. And that's it.
No, you didn't even ask.
Check this out.
Yeah, my bad.
It's going to get good. Here we go.
I was gonna say,
You want to say the story so bad.
You didn't ask me about the guys.
Let's talk about Ugas,
Well, my mouthpiece fell out.
the mouthpiece.
Well, I asked you last night. Is there anything you want me to ask specifically?
I didn't care. You didn't ask me.
Don't get into no argument now. Them aerosexuals, they might want to step in, Spence. You know they want to be you.
Well, one of my friends told you for me, but I guess one of your friends was interested in me.
Oh, hell no. We ain't talking about that.
In the morning, I got some glue. I put glue on it, and then I stick it in my mouth. And then that's it.
He's talking about the partial that he had in there in the process of having all these operations, for his teeth and gum and all that. He had a partial, and he's pretty much talking about, You know, when he fought Danny Garcia, he didn't have his partial in at the time. They worked on how to basically transition his partial denture to his mouthpiece so nobody will see. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to get to a point of the Ugas fight as to why he went looking for his mouthpiece. He's going to tell you all why.
Like 2 days, we'll come off again, and I take it out, where we'll clean it over again, and put it back in my mouth. So for me, that was, you know, definitely embarrassing. So I didn't want to.
But not everybody would. Oh, you're saying that's why you don't want to say something?
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say nothing. Even with the Ugas fight, when he knocked my mouthpiece out, you know, I wasn't hurt. I mainly went off because I thought he had knocked my partial out too. Yeah, I thought he knocked my teeth out. So I went off like that because I'm like, man, I hope, you know, he didn't knock my teeth. So that's more embarrassing. I wasn't worried about getting knocked out. Like, that's why I was feeling for my mouth. I was feeling, you know, in my mouth for my teeth. So I thought he had knocked it out. So I'm like, and that's when I had turned because I didn't want the camera to see, you know. Yeah. You know,
So basically what he's saying, he thought Ugas has knocked his teeth out, not his mouthpiece. And that's why he went over there. He said he wasn't hurt, allegedly. He said he wasn't hurt, which it all looked like he was hurt to us. You know, and that's a good little slide and put the cover on the record. But, you know, everybody again hit the replay and spin the reel, and it clearly looked like you was hurt in that exchange. But, you know, he was looking for his mouthpiece in the process of thinking that his teeth had been knocked out by Ugas. So he didn't want to be embarrassed. I mean, you're in the hurt business, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to be embarrassed about.
Embarrassing as hell. So I went off a little shit, and then he had hit me. You know, so it was definitely my fault. But like I said, the reason why Danny Garcia, people ask,
so you feel like you didn't or didn't?
No, I didn't. Yeah. Like people ask me, like, why you don't come back after this fight and fight Danny Garcia? And I just felt like I wanted to fight somebody that was good competition. I felt like I know my abilities and I could beat him even at not being 100%. You know, I felt like even me being at 70, 80, 60, you know, I could beat him. I could dog it out with him.
Talk your shit, King.
And
he said he thought he can beat Danny Garcia without being 100%, 70, 80, 60. That's what he said. And then she said, talk your shit, King. Well, I got a question on WCS. Just want to propose a question right quick. Do you believe you can be 70, 80, 60 when it comes to Crawford? Is that the reason the fight is being held up? Because you might be at a 70%. I mean, inquiring minds would definitely like to know, because for you to make that declaration that you felt that you can do it, we understand why you made that. You know, you're talking about a fighter who really don't make any adjustments, and you felt you can dog him out and everything. You know what I'm saying? And your girl, I get where she's coming from. She said, you know, talk your shit, King. I mean, I know when she said talk your shit, King, a lot of them aerosexuals perked up, boy. He talking, she talking to me? She called me King? She talking to us, y'all? When she said that to him, she's basically talking to all of us. Oh my God, she finally called us a king. A king. They got all happy, boy. They was smiling. Man, they were so jovial during that moment. It's just a shock went through their body when she said, talk your shit, King. No, she wasn't talking to you aerosexuals. She was talking to Errol Spence, not Errol sexuals. Okay? You were not included.
And you know, that's basically what I did. But you know, just having the right people around me, and having you, my mom, my aunts, my sisters, my dad, my coach, just having, you know, Mr. Hagen, you know, Brad Seavers, just having you around me, making sure that, you know, I was on point. I got everything I needed. They even try to get me to work with a psychiatrist. We'll go to a psychiatrist, but me being super hard and, you know, stuck in my ways, I didn't want to do that. I didn't even want any physical therapy or anything like that.
So he didn't want a psychiatrist. He didn't want a physical therapist. He didn't want any of it. He didn't want any of it. He didn't want no assistance, no help. I'm convinced this guy is a bit hard headed. He does have some savagery that exists, in his bloodstream. Real talk. He didn't want any physical therapy towards his recovery, which, when you look at it, did that hurt him even more? Not having qualified, therapists there to help him back recover the proper way instead of him just doing it on his own. I mean, real talk. Do you think that may have, you know, messed him up? You know what I'm saying? Not having paid, qualified, educated individuals that's in the institution, the medical institution, to help him get back the way he need to be. Because he say, I wanted to do it on my own. He said, I wanted to do it on my own. I wanted to do it on my own. So when you come down to it, people, them aerosexuals, I want you to remember what he's putting out there. This is his truth. He wouldn't lie to his girl, right? He wouldn't come on here and do a video, for a guy who don't like to be interviewed. He says it. He doesn't like to be interviewed. So once again, I'm talking to them bum ass aerosexuals, right? He wouldn't lie. So everything you heard thus far during the interview, you should take it as what? You know what I'm saying? You should have took notes. You should save this video so you can go back to it and hit the replay so you can totally understand everything that he's admitted to that you've been up here debating because you haven't heard it come out his mouth. Now you heard it. You mad?
I just want to do everything myself. Which more than life than that. I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to, take my kids to see the world, take you to see the world, and experience different things.
He mentioned the people that he wanted to take and see the world. You know what I'm saying? He mentioned the people that he wanted to take and see the world. Once again, he mentioned the people that he wanted to take and see the world, which was his kids, his girl, and it was consummated from there. Now, I must inform the aerosexuals, I did not hear him say that he wanted to take you to see the world. Once again, he wanted to take his kids, his girl. He did not mention the aerosexuals. So you are not on the list. You're on the no-fly zone. Stay your ass in the closet with the candle. You were not recognized. You understand? I'm just letting you know you were not recognized. Don't be up here pouting.
Basically, enjoy life. I don't want to spend my life working and paying bills and saving all of my life. But I want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy and just see great things out of life and just see different things out of life and just experience different things. Experience different things with you and my kids and my mom, my dad. And hopefully, I can do that. So, and they'll never have to work a day in their life again.
So this thing is said, if you have a roof above your head, food on the table, and a family that loves you, you're richer than you think. And that's facts.
Yeah, but them bills, man.
So he mentioned the things that he care about. Okay, he mentioned the things he care about. Once again, his girl was mentioning things he care about. You know what I'm saying? The important things, the priorities that he give a damn about in life. That's what's most important to him. You know what I'm saying? That's what's most important to him. I didn't hear him mention one time about the aerosexuals, dog. You should feel some type of way, man. And look, he said he still got them bills. So since he got them bills, I'm putting out a request to the aerosexual community. This man has bills. Why? As much money as y'all make off this dude, you can't sit up here and put a freaking collection together and help pay some of his bills. Y'all can't do that. Y'all are not genuine in court. Man, come on, man. That's doing a nice gesture for your idol. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that you want to, hopefully he call you up when he's potentially going to the freaking pantheon of boxing. He call you up to escort him down the golden road. You know what I'm saying? The streets, I heard, is paved in gold. Y'all hoping he send you that request to say, hey, I want all the aerosexuals to join me. I'm going into the boxing pantheon. I'm being enshrined as a boxing god. What day will it be if I didn't invite all of you with me? Are you ready? Come on, join me. No, that's not going to happen. I'm just telling you straight up. I didn't hear him mention you all one time in the interview. So what I want you to do is go back through this and really bookmark the fact that he admitted and took accountability for still partying, going out after the accident. Because I've been on some channels where you would think, like based off the reaction, you would think when I brought up the accident and the fact that he's not the same fighter after the accident, how certain people just got disturbed, man. They was just they temper went through the roof. You know what I'm saying? They temper went through the roof. And I'm saying to myself, it's almost like when you're walking down the road, you got on white shorts, right? It's almost like they found out they came on and they found that little red dot right there. And they were so far from home, they wouldn't be able to change clothes type of agitation. I didn't know what it was. Just seemed like they found out they were spotting. And then they said, oh my God, this is embarrassing. What do I do? I need to go up here. And then they go up there and run and purchase a freaking beach towel. The whole day is messed up, bro. I'm telling you, when that topic comes up again, you all need to hit the replay and understand that he is admitting to those same topics that's being discussed on YTC that gets y'all upset. No one's making it up anymore. When you ask, how do you know he was partying? How do you know he was going to the club? He just said it. So I commend him for that. I salute Errol for doing an interview with this girl and coming out and being open about it. But what I can't accept and give passes to is these individuals that's on here that has families, but yet they continue to berate, criticize, and place too much scrutiny on Terrence Crawford with fake ass narratives. All you have to do is just be one with yourself. Hold yourself accountable like he did finally. He just put it out there. There's nothing else to be said in the debate. You debate me, I'm going to bring up the interview. I'm giving you ammo ahead of time. You debate, I'm going to bring up the interview and how it'll affect him moving forward. Even if him and Crawford are in negotiations, I don't feel that he's the same fighter that he was before, period. And then I'm going to reference the video. I'm going to reference every bit of soundbite that he had in here pertaining to the topic of discussion. Because nobody, and I don't know if you heard in here, but he did mention how it affects you by having an accident like that. You all need to listen to the video. He said it. He said it himself, not me.
Money helps for sure.
Money definitely helps to change the whole mood. So you got roof over your head out there, but you trying to make bills meet, that's hard. That's a different type of cloud over people's heads. So that's basically rich, but it always helps to you're able to help your family. Let's take a different. As a man, you want to provide.
Right.
You want to provide for your family. You're not doing a good job with that thing,
He says, a man, you want to provide. That's grown man shit he talking. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of all the bad decisions he made, he's saying, as a man, I still want to be the provider of my family. Unfortunately, that doesn't sit too well with the aerosexuals, bro, because they making money off this man, and that's how they feed whoever that's close to them. That's how they feed the fam, rebs, friends, and whatever off the back of Errol Spence. You say, well, WCS, what you talking about, man? You know, these Errol sections don't do too many videos about Errol Spence. Yeah, they do. They mask it with Bud Crawford. That's how. They mask it with Bud Crawford's name. That's how they make money off Spence. They mask it off that because they get a following that's so clueless. Every time they tune in, it's about Crawford. They know it's going to be really about his connection with Spence and what hasn't happened yet. That's what it's all about now. Don't read too much into it. I'm giving you the cheat code. I'm giving you the cheat code, man.
That's always in a man's head. A man not being provided. And what you see on social media, you see, men with this different stuff and women having this different stuff, and you seeing your woman seeing all that, seeing what this man had and what this woman has, what this man providing this woman, and have fun and see different things, and just enjoy life and give life a different meaning instead of just a social media flex or buying all fancy stuff and things like that. I'm trying to get out the fancy clothes, things like that.
It's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. I always say when I'm like 40 something, I'm not gonna care. I wear house shoes or whatever, but yeah, we definitely gonna see. But it definitely makes you out here. The makes I feel like the makes you real as far as the concept of humanity and as far as people, and we all stuck in that bubble where we all wire social media. This shoe came out, this came out, like everybody's chasing something. So, I'm basically trying to unconnect myself from the matrix. I mean, it's a lot harder, but I'm getting.
That's about much as I'm gonna play the interview because you can definitely check the link out when you have time. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna help out. Off the rocks or whatever it is. I don't know it by heart really. Let me see, what is it? On the Rocks. Let me see if I still have it up here so I can give you all the link in the chat so I can help support. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button if you're in the building. I do appreciate it. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So I see her subscribers going up from when I initially looked at this video for a fifth time. Her subscriber count is skyrocketing. This means this video is just going crazy because the aerosexuals have found a new nesting ground. Oh my God. The aerosexual saying on the rocks. I like that. I like that. Oh my God. It seems so cozy. That's what we used to. Two more, please. Yes, over here. Yes, put it on my tab. I put the link right here in the chat for anybody who wants to go up there and become a subscriber. Yes, the subscriber count is going up. And the video, look, when I was checking this video out, real talk, when I was checking this video out, right, the views was around 8K. The views are at 18K right now. 18K, y'all. So this video is pretty much viral. Shout out to True Media Today, USA Boxing in the building. Shout out to Dennis in the building. Errol fans don't want this fight. They spend too much time saying he should move on now. They want him to move on because this fight is dangerous, but they will feel incomplete if he don't try to go for that WBO title. I'll tell you, bro, y'all need to take a Mountain Dew before you go watch that video because I need for you to be up awake, alert, all that. It's a pretty, lethargic, it's a slow pace. The cadence is very slow, man. I'm not saying it's a bad video. It's just slow, a bit. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Get some sugar in your system. You know what I'm saying? If you're aerosexual, if you're aerosexual, just find a hard surface, preferably the floor, and just bang, 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 bang. Just rotate your head back and forth like you saying yes, yes, yes. And you're gonna get some bruising and stuff, but do it probably in repetition about let's try a small number first, like let's say 56, 57 times. You know what I'm saying? To wake you up, get you ready, and then go pay attention. You understand? Because this is important. It's some important sound bites you need in there. Don't be mad no more when you hear what he had to say. Don't be mad when people mention how he was taking the sport lightly, how he was dealing with his obstacles, how he was ignoring the fact that he did have demons. You know what I'm saying? It's good. Once again, it's good that he provided his girl the platform to put this out. If you're going to do it any other way, that's the way you want to do it, in my opinion. Because one, it demonstrates that you actually give a damn about promoting her platform, which it's doing numbers right here. This video is doing numbers, right? But also it just lets the aerosexual knows that once again, he didn't show up to your channel. You understand what I'm saying, pussies? He didn't show up to your channel. I know you mad as hell. He did not show up to your channel and give you the exclusive. As much as I want to drop some names, God damn it, I'm just not going to do it today. I'm not going to drop some names. I know a lot of y'all are absolutely perturbed. I know y'all wanted that drop. Jones on deck, I see you. EJ fanboys don't want to hear his truth. The man was dropping his truth. Real talk, as a man, an older one than Spence, he came out. You know what I'm saying? You know how difficult it is to put that out there. That's out there forever and a day. You know what I'm saying? That's out there forever and a day. And from what I'm looking at, hold on for a second. And from what I'm looking at, I'm not even sure her channel is monetized yet. But if it is, down the road, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. They say a much watch. EJ breaks his silence on the highly anticipated showdown with Terrence Crawford, family life, and so much more on the latest episodes On the Rocks with AO. Don't forget to comment, like, share, sub. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't say anything about the delays being the culpability of Crawford. So we need to just let that die. Please. Let it die. Coach said the black YouTube channels put out a hit piece on Crawford in the name of being pro-black. That's why I stepped on their necks every chance I get. Talk to him, coach. Talk to him. For real. Open up the phone lines, coach. Open up the phone lines, coach, so they can blame you for who's showing up at their house. You know what I'm saying? When they issue threats. Don't come over here trying to goddamn be a rebel. You know what I'm saying? With the calls now. First, you was a rebel without the calls. You try to return back to the channel, a rebel with the calls. Coach, I come in peace, coach. I come in peace. You didn't have to do me like that, coach. If you're going to dish it out, coach, be able to take it. Call it, what's your name? Where you call it from? I want to remain anonymous today, coach, because I'm in trouble, coach. I had some people knock on my door. They told me I was in your chat making threats, coach. I don't mean no problem, coach. I don't mean no problem. I don't want no problems. For real. Crazy, because when I watch Bud Instagram story, that man is either in the gym or playing basketball or doing something competitive in nature, not drunk and partying at the club getting fat. You're right, man. I seen, one of his friends, I guess, He was shooting a game of hoop and everything. He's always doing something that's considering to be exercise. You know what I'm saying? Recreational activities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real talk. I mean, that's how, people respect him enough to say every time the conversation arises, who's going to win between Spence and Crawford? A majority of them will say Crawford. Why? Because he continued to keep himself, in some type of physical shape, some type of conditioning, both internally, you know what I'm saying, not damaging and abusing his body, and aesthetically, he always looked like he's in shape. They listened to this interview and said, EJ, no. I know, man, they having a hard time, bro. A lot of them niggas went to church this morning too, and they talking to their pastors right now. You know what I'm saying? They having a freaking confession right now. They say, Pastor, I have sinned. I have sinned. I have sinned. I don't deserve to be here anymore. Because I heard my idol, my God. Wait, hold up. It's only one God. No, Pastor. No, I hear you talking about that. I'm not talking about that God. I'm talking about the one in Texas, Pastor. That's the God I worship. I can help you no longer. I can't help you. You come back. You give me a call back when you have gotten this evil out of your system. You're talking about you worship a God here on earth. I'm telling you, that is not the God I speak of when I'm speaking the word. You understand me? No, God. No, Pastor. That's not. They start going at the pastor, trying to convince that Errol Spence is their God, man. For real. Bro, you got to face the fact. This admission on video is real. Authentic. It's authentic as you ever going to get, with him admitting after the accident he was still in the club, which I was telling you niggas that. You niggas didn't want to understand a goddamn thing. You refused to listen. You know what I'm saying? You was being stubborn. He said it. Now what? You going to debate the video? You going to debate the authenticity of the video? You going to come up here and try to break and put holes in the video on what he really meant? No, nigga. Watch the video. We don't need you to interpret a goddamn thing. And donate to her channel too. Y'all niggas up here trying to come up with videos and come up with all this dumb shit all the time. Talking about, well, when it comes down to it, Bud Crawford, he really don't want the fight. His diva mentality is holding up the fight. Diva? Out of all the niggas on YouTube, y'all want to refer to Crawford as a diva? Y'all are playing yourself. Stop it, man. You are playing yourself for real. That shit don't make no sense. The dang backlash that you all give him as black men, man, it's shameful. Real talk, it's shameful for real. Don't say what I say shameful. I'm talking about public record. Y'all niggas be creating. How can you be a good guy? How can you be treating the sport with dignity and treating it with professionalism? But yet you got a group of black extremists that's willing to create stories over and over again that don't add up. The man shows you he's out here. He's working out. He's in the gym. He's taking it. He's doing what he needs to do to keep himself from being in a fat camp. To keep himself from being fat, period. But y'all niggas sit up here and continue to say the same shit every time. Y'all want to act like y'all are a part of the business. No. The smart ones understand. It was a very good decision for him to go over to BOK Prime and get that bag and to get that next win and to go and to leave and walk away from a situation that would have had him still inactive as a fighter as we reside in 2023. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts. That's just the way it is. You can say whatever you want, man. Somebody tell Errol Spence I'm about to pour up some Don Julio and pop the top on the Corona. I'm sure he wants some. I'm finna make him a glass and grab him a bottle. Man, he might not drink that though. You know what I'm saying? If you can afford it, Blunts, I'm just saying, Blunts, I ain't trying to say you're broke, but we talking about he might have some different type shit now. He might have a steel mill back there. He might be on. It might be some moonshine. I don't know. He might not be on that stuff that's affordable now. I'm just being honest. Shout out to Lisa Bell's OG in the building. I still can't see you, but I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you pulling up there, Lisa. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing with the $2 super chat in the building. Nick Sack niggas, refresh the super chat for real, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, it's good to see Coach back dialed in. He has returned to the Nick Sack Academy. You know what I'm saying? He has signed himself out just a little bit, and then he said, nope, I am resuming classes. I am back in the academy. These aerosexuals are gonna hate when I do a live show on this Spence video. Man, if you're gonna do it tomorrow, man, definitely. Y'all tune in to True Media Today, USA Boxing, man, 3 p.m. You know what I'm saying? 3 p.m. sharp, 1500 military time. I once caused a wreck that totaled 2 cars, seriously hurt a person, and I almost killed my friend Ron with me. Dang. I walked away with some bruises, but I felt great shame. Dang, Andrew. Wow. It's good. It's good. You know, nobody was, laid to rest on that, because you probably would have been holding that burden for quite some time, man. That's a heavy load, bro. Whoo, that's a heavy load. That's a heavy load. Shout out to ITC Boxing to you. He said, dear boxing gods, we thank you for bringing the light of the propaganda to the aerosexuals and content creators. For we are now at the end. Amen to the amen, for the boogeyman is a cometh. Somebody said amen to that. The propaganda has been exposed. All I'm doing is here to dispose the rhetoric that the aerosexuals has been contaminating the airways with for quite some time. Amen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't need to go in the Bible for this. You don't. But this video right here, let me refresh this. Let me refresh this vid right here. Let me refresh the vid and see what the views are. It's pretty viral right now. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty viral. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty viral right now, man. This joint is jumping. This video is pretty viral right now. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I might have to ask them for a donation. I think that shit went up about 10,000 views for me talking about it. Yeah, it's at over 19K right now. You know what I'm saying? On the Rocks with AO. Y'all go check it out. You know, the subscribers is going through the roof right now. Okay, girl. All right. The subscriber count is going up. But appreciate that super chat by Big Blunts and Boxing. $2. Nick Sack niggas, refresh the super chat. Hot grease. I appreciate you, bro. Andrew said I was 19 and just bought my first sports car. The topic always make me reminisce on that. I digress. Dang. Only thing bad was EJ speaking on how he wasn't moving right. Game over. These online boxing insiders know nothing about what goes on. Now, we need to understand when we say boxing insiders, there's Sauce. Now, are you talking about inside their cubicle? Are you talking about inside their room with one ring light? Are you talking about inside the mobile headquarters? When you say inside, boxing insider, are you speaking of people who talk about boxing that's inside an enclosed area like a closet, a footlocker, a maintenance room, basement? You couldn't be talking about the boxing insider as the individual that actually knows how to get the information from those who are close to the situation. Are you talking about those insiders? You know, the ones who supposed to be very educated on what's going on, not like the aerosexuals who sit up here and pretend like they're getting firsthand information when it's absolutely no hand information, period. Shout out to Big Blunts again with the $2 super chat on deck. Bud gonna hurt that boy. Bud gonna hurt that boy, man. Seriously. Shout out to Blood, the OG in the building. Retro boxing and documentaries. The Aerosexuals are the dumbest fight fans ever. They are the fan base of a guy that doesn't want their support. Sounds like he's in a good place with Crawford. I agree. You know what I'm saying? I agree. Appreciate your big blunts for $2 super chat, my brother. One love, no doubt. I agree, Blood. It seems like he's a good place talking to his girl about getting some stuff off his chest. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot for a man that's been talked about the way he has and in the position that he's in right now to come up here and put it all out there. It don't debunk anything the Aerosexual was saying. We didn't treat that shit as facts anyway. Them pussies just get together in a nice little huddle and breathe on each other until they start to sweat and they say, hey, this is what we're going to talk about next. Yeah, it's going to be about Bud Crawford. Yay! You know, they get all happy about that shit. You know what I'm saying? They come up here and see what they can talk about next. But we never considered the information that the Aerosexual was putting out as authentic facts. It was nothing to debunk. Then niggas sit up here and continue. I mean, about Bud Crawford. Then niggas continue to sit up here and talk about stuff Crawford do as far as the negotiations, but they can't give you one slip of paper, not even a sticky pad. You can't give me just one loose leaf paper, bro. One sheet of paper that looks like the contract. Give me one piece of document to verify this. Sign the contract. Y'all niggas sound like third graders, man. Y'all niggas 15 years old in third grade talking like that. Where is the documentation? Documentation beats what? You already know. There's a lot of Aerosexuals in the chat, but they ass not speaking. Bum ass niggas. Hey, they here. You know what I'm saying? They're biting their fingernail. I hate that nigga. Just chewing on their nails and shit. I hate that nigga. God damn, I hate that. W says you might have to look it up in the Black Law Dictionary for legal terminology, just for those wannabe legal ad YTC channels. Man, you have to look. I can't do that. I'll be putting in too much work tomorrow, because when you present them with information that you've looked up, and it's a legitimate information, you might copy and paste. They don't accept it. They refute it immediately. They're wired to reject all factual information, to debunk anything they're up here talking about. And like I said earlier, it's nothing to debunk when it comes to them. It's just all of them getting together, all of them huddling up together. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain attire you have to have when you're Aerosexual and you going in them private chats. No shirt. You know what I'm saying? 3 thick layers of baby oil. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain attire that you got to have. You know what I'm saying? 3 thick layers of baby oil. You gotta have a ring light. You got to have a ring light on the lower setting so they can barely see your goddamn chest and face. They have a ritual that they go through, dog. You Aerosexuals ain't no motherfucking good, dog. For real, especially out to hear this video. Y'all ain't gonna be no good, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some don't want to show up and do the ritual anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna want to do it no more, man. They're not gonna want to get in the huddle, man, and rub that baby oil on, you know, in front of the camera and stuff. You know, and they have a number system, y'all. The Aerosexuals, they have a number. They all get in there and they all count off 1, 2, 3, 4. And before they actually get into the topic, all of them have to put on like a little 2-minute only him. Yeah, only him. 2 minutes, only him. They put the clock on it. Ready, go. Oh man, I bet they be so entertaining over there, entertaining each other to get them all hyped up for this Bud Crawford topic. Don't make no sense. What they say about the people that was around him, they not official because they knew he was moving like this. They did, man. They knew how he was moving, but they didn't want to say nothing. Where was DJ, dog? Where was DJ? Where was Marvelous? Where was he at? Where was Marvelous at, man? He couldn't say something. Hey, man. Let me holler at you for a minute. Nah, man, I ain't trying to talk to you, man. I'm good, man. This ain't sparring. Man, come on, man. I'm Marvelous, man. Let me just talk to you. Let me kick some knowledge to you, brother. Nah, he wasn't trying to hear none of that, y'all. When you in that type of setting, it's hard to get people to understand that you care about them. When they doing their own thing, they feel that they the one making the money. They putting in the hours. You know what I'm saying? Especially fighters. You got to think about it. They have to go through fight camp where they have to spar. They have to spar now. This is a full contact sport, not unlike, basketball, cricket, table tennis, bowling. You know what I'm saying? You can go through a camp without any physical contact. You might throw a shoulder out, you know what I'm saying? Partial tear rotator cuff. But I'm talking about taking punishment, man. That's tough. That shit is freaking tough right there. Blunt say he got PTSD every time he in the car, he accidentally go on live. Hands were shaking. He started hitting all the buttons. Man, you better leave that man alone, bro. What's going on, How you feeling, bro? What's good with it? Man, goddamn Blunt's gonna get that knock on the door, man. He's gonna be like, you a funny nigga, huh? Coach said, man, this interview just snatched the heart out of the aerosexuals' chest, for real. Man, they have since been put to rest on this topic. I was looking at a freaking live stream today. I say, these niggas ain't right. They got to be on that shit. These niggas can't be sober. The information that they come up with, you can't be sober, dog. They be up here absolutely spreading that propaganda as if they believe it. They be coming up with some crazy shit. Bud Crawford's he's not willing to take the fight, just like we all thought. It's always been like that. Where do you get the indication that it's Bud that don't want to take the fight? What piques your interest? It doesn't make sense, man. You niggas are living a foul second life. You out here trying to teach your family members and kids and stuff like that to grow up and be honorable individuals. But then you out here just lying. Y'all niggas just lying, man. You feel good lying. Niggas just lie every other damn week. And you think, okay, the more you lie, the more people are going to talk about it. No, it's not going to matter if I don't mention your name. If I don't mention your name, it don't matter. You just up here trying to populate the algorithm, trying to get the views over and over again. And what you're really doing is defaming someone's image. That's all you're doing. Their NIL, their name, image, and likeness. That's all you're doing is attempting to diminish their image. But like I told you all before, the aerosexuals. and I hope Coach do a freaking live stream on this, coming up, because he got the phone calls. What I really want to know is how the aerosexuals feel about, for one, if they was to retire today, who would go to the Hall of Fame between these two? Also, if the narratives that they pushing out here, why isn't it breaking down doors for him being Errol Spence to move in front of Terrence Crawford on the pound for pound list? Why can't people see him and what he's been able to accomplish on his resume to move and shift change in front of Crawford on the pound for pound list? Why don't any pound for pound list have him in front of Crawford? Why can't they have this fight get made? Why they just up here creating blatant ass lies like you're not a liar in real life? You niggas are lying in real life, bro. You're lying on another man just because you feel like you'll never meet him in real life. So you're saying, okay, I'll sacrifice myself, I'll sell out, and I'll continue to talk bad and talk down on this man. And he got a family too. So really, when it comes down to Sunday morning, do you really believe? Are you up there worshiping? Do you have faith in something? Because you might be dealing with the same demons that Errol was dealing with. Real talk. You niggas might be dealing with the same demons. That's why you out here sending the same fucked up message. Shout out to the MACKMO baby, the Mac Mob on deck. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? I hope Errol Spence asked why she set him up on TikTok while he was drunk. The wall. The wall. Hashtag the wall. I don't know, man. I don't know, Mac. I can't call it. We all witness it just the way a lot of people witness it. But you know what still is puzzling them, Mac, is how you can get supposedly healthy individuals with two eyes that's seeing that, and they're gonna get up here and once again, they know what the cookies look like in the cookie jar. They know what it looked like. They know with 1 + 1 it equals 3. They know what that looks like. But they sit up here and say it was a TikTok video. Once again, I go to the chalkboard. 1 + 1 equals what? Aerosexuals? 3. Let's try this again, goddammit. Yes, I'm calling your parents to tell them to goddamn put your ass in special ed. They see the shit, but they say it's a TikTok video. I can't call it. I can't call it. Seriously, I can't call it, bro. I can't call it. Big Blunts, appreciate the $2 super chat, brother. One love to you. Al Heyman saw that IG live and thought of this. Hey, man, can he be behind it all? I don't think so. You know why? They're Blunts. I didn't hear him thinking at the end. I didn't hear him thinking in the beginning. I didn't hear him say thank you to Al Heyman. I did not hear any of that. So I cannot concur with you on him basically orchestrating any of this. I didn't hear thank you. There's a protocol that goes on when he's involved. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear this protocol go down. The Spence fanboy suicide watch is in full effect. You know it. You know it. You know it, man. You got to bring all the goddamn arsenal, coach. You got to bring all the freaking technology. You know what I'm saying? All the new shit. When you goddamn speak, you got to bring all the new shit out, man. Know we why now we know why this fight hasn't been made in the past. This confirms everything to me, no doubt. He admitted to it. He wasn't taking it serious, and even after the accident, bro. That man was still going to the club. His own admission. His own admission, bro. His own admission. He was still going out to the club, bro. How did these niggas go up here and basically advocate? How do you go up here and advocate for somebody and putting all the blame? Because these niggas knew deep down in their heart, that's what it's always been. They knew this about him before this video or interview was did. They knew it. That's why they wanted to put all the energy on Bud to make him seem bad. See, if they do anything, if they say anything about this video, they're gonna say, "Oh man, it was honorable for Errol Spence to finally, you know, come out and just let the people know how real he truly is." You know what I'm saying? How real he truly is. He came out and admitted and dropped it and put it all on the line for us. We appreciate you and love you so dearly, my Holy Spirit, my God, my idol, Mr. Spence. I love you. I just can't wait to see you in person after this interview so I can say, hey, Spence, I'm doing the interview. I ain't talking about the interview. I just want to ask you a question. Did you really mean about the? I'm not talking about it. I just want to ask, did you really go to the club? Because I just lost some money in the debate and I feel some type of. They don't want to hear about that after that accident, bro. That man say after the accident, he just felt like, okay, it happens, shit happens. Oh my God, what am I supposed to do? He felt like after the accident, shit happens, bro. You feel me? Errol felt that after the accident, shit happens. That's it. He didn't really come out and say, you know what? Yeah, I felt like I truly fucked up. He did say God humbled him, but he didn't come up and say, okay, I really fucked up. I truly fucked up. Real talk. And to this day, I feel some type of way because I have my beautiful girl with me. I got my beautiful kids. You know, I got my parents are still here, and I support them. I would appreciate it if he actually gave a damn to mention that came to his mind first. But like I said before, I still got the if I can locate the mother, I still got the text, man. That text that tweet that he sent out, rather. No broken bones, I'm a savage, before he took it down. 40 Street Black. What's good? He said, really, does this guy sound like a champion fighting for undisputed? I knew he was going to pull the mental health issue. I told y'all. Well, PTSD, man, he has mentioned that on the Brian Custer podcast, the Last Stand podcast. He did mention the PTSD stuff. He did mention to Brian Custer. I think it was doing an interview or whatever. And also, you have to look at it this way. He's been staying away from the undisputed fight now. It's a reason why the fight hasn't been made, and it's been solely confirmed in this interview. So he hasn't really stepped up yet for the undisputed. He hasn't. It's just him and the team is in talks. What are y'all talking about? Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna call bullshit on this motherfucker, right? Look, I'm gonna call some bullshit on this motherfucker if that fight end up being in Texas. I'm gonna call some bullshit, and it ain't gonna be fun. I don't care who's talking on the phone or what. Please don't have this fight in Texas. Please don't have this fight. Do not accommodate this dude and have this fight in Texas. It's gonna be some disappointed individuals if this fight is in Texas, bro. Real talk. It's cool that they communicate with each other, and you know they were talking about each other, family and stuff like that. But if I have to say anything, I believe Crawford would absolutely stand his ground and say, "Bro, I don't want this fight in Texas. It has to be outside the confines of Texas, bro. How long it's gonna take for you to do what you got to do and get right? What we looking at, man? We gotta make this fight happen. What's your weight looking like? What's going on with you, man?" And you know, truth be told, I don't think Spencer feel comfortable, you know, being totally honest with Crawford anyway, because he don't know. You know, they had a leaked conversation with him and Espinosa. Come on, I don't think he's really telling him some very confidential, personal shit. Like if the reason why he ain't freaking dropped the weight yet, the reason why he ain't damn, what is to negotiate? God damn it. The reason why the damn contract is not negotiated yet, what is holding it up? It has to be him getting in the fight camp, man. He's on record as saying when he get in the fight camp back in the time, you know, from fucking off doing the fights, he was locked in. He locked himself in. It sucked, but he had to put that suit on and he had to go to work. Crawford don't have to worry about that shit. Yeah, never ever mention. See, somebody was paying attention. Never ever mention undisputed, bro. The last time we checked 40, he was over there talking about Crawford, I'm coming for that effing belt. I didn't hear shit like that in the interview. That's a good catch. I didn't hear anything like that in the interview. Real talk. I heard nothing. Good catch, man. Somebody out here fly fishing and shit. Good observation. What was the talk about becoming undisputed and how much that means to you and his career legacy? Maybe I got to go play that joint. I didn't hear shit about undisputed. And I hope to God this fight ain't at 154. Because he's saying, you know, it's tough for him to drop weight down to 147. He did say that, Blunts. He said it's tough for him to make 147. That might have been a telltale sign. D-Lo on deck. What's good? It's what Errol wants that matter, not his fans. I agree. He's made that perfectly clear. He does what Errol wants to do. This interview with Errol throwing fanboys a bone since he's been ignoring ass for a whole year. It's been longer than a year now. It's been longer than a year, D-Lo. Hey, D-Lo, it's been longer than a year, bro. That's why they goddamn salivating. They drooling, bro. And the only way that they fulfill their appetite, D-Lo, is that they make an interview about Crawford and put Spence in the title. That's how they goddamn fulfill their appetite. Them motherfuckers are infatuated with talking about Bud. Infatuated. Infatuated, man. Crawford lay their head to sleep, and Crawford wake them up in the morning. Crawford guide them through the workday, and when they leave and punch that clock out and go get in the car, they're so happy. They hurry up and put that phone up on the brace, and they hit that YouTube app. They see who on there. Okay, what's it? Let me see. Who's talking about? Who's talking about Crawford? Who's talking about? Okay, great. Woo, yeah. There we go. One of my community brothers are talking about goddamn Crawford. Whoo, I feel good riding home. They stop by and get them some donuts and sit in the damn parking lot and eat them motherfuckers and just listen to that live just to get that fix. I'm telling you, these niggas, they different. They different, bro. They got to get that fix, man. I'm telling you. They have to get in the car after work. They have to, man. They have to hear some shit going on with Crawford. I enjoyed the interview, but it was more of a look at who he is, what he has overcome, what he battles, and who he aspires to be. I can respect that for sure. Yes, be respected, but when it comes to the YTC community, D-Lo, it's all about what they don't respect. And what they don't respect is pretty much as if they're trying to get that overlay that Spence was talking about and put that jacket on Crawford. That's what I don't like. You're trying to take that jacket and put it on Crawford. He's not the guy that was in the interview. He's not the guy who had multiple accidents. He's not the guy that's saying, you know what? I was just being stubborn. I was just being selfish, doing what I wanted to do. I didn't take it serious or whatever. I was ballooning up in weight. And then I got 8 weeks fight camp. I was had my suit on and I was still going out to the club. And the shit sucked. Dude had attitude problems, while he was cutting weight. All that shit, bro. Imagine how many people had to be on the receiving end of him ballooning up to 180, 85 plus. And then having to go in fight camp and work his ass off to get that weight down. All alone, having people believing that he's him. Just the mere fact he said he felt that he can go in there and dog Danny Garcia when he's 70, 60, 80%. In that order, 70, 60, 80%. Try that with Bud. Try that with Bud. Try that with Crawford, bro. He doesn't need to talk to them. Them aerosexuals need to continue to debate purse splits and shut the fuck up on anything else. It's a fanboy job to talk another man's money. It is, man. But see, one thing we know, Blood, from 2022, all those negotiation logistics, all the little fine print, all the fabricated lies about the numbers, you have not heard too much of that in 23. It's been quite silent, man. You haven't heard too much of that shit. Look, last year, all these niggas was running around here like they goddamn filled out the little cardboard square on the back of the Wheaties box and say, you too can be a chief financial officer, a boxing manager, a boxing advisor, and a promoter, all for $2. Cut this out, send the $2 cash, of course, cash, send it, and we will provide you with a certificate. These motherfuckers going around here acting like they can cover all areas. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Anything related to business. What do you need? You want to talk about money? Okay, I can talk money with you. I know what they're talking about over there. Oh, so you're a part of negotiations? You had to no, I don't need to. I just know what they're talking about. It's all the same. It's a format. Spence, let's go to the bottom. I recognize this girl. Boy. Oh man, damn. Dua. Heterosexuals let their hate for Crawford blind them to the truth that just came out of Errol Spence's mouth. He just destroyed all their lies and narratives, man. Destroyed it. It's bad, man. It's bad. It's super bad, man. This is super bad, but it's good. You know, when it's bad, it's good. You know what I'm saying? When it's bad, it's good in this case, for real. Because now they have to switch it all up. They've been riding this motherfucking donkey looking like a jackass for quite some time now. Nigga, you have to change the entire way you've been looking around this motherfucker, the way you've been moving. Been riding the motherfucking donkey down the street talking about, I'm heading to the Derby. This is the one. What's the name? Jackass. Jackass, that's her name. She one of the fastest one you ever come across too. It's easy to poke at their differences, but I have maintained that Spence and Crawford are very likely more alike, that they are different, but them fanboys of both sides. D-Lo, what are you saying though? What are you saying they're more alike? One guy is always showing that he's staying consistent. You know, when it comes to him staying in shape, wherever that activity may be, he's staying in shape. And he let it be known anywhere he goes. He let the people know that he's in shape. You know what I'm saying? He's in shape. And the other one is just like this interview says, man. He loved to go out to the club. He loved to do what he got to do, you know, get his drink. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what he liked to do, bro. He has an issue. He has a problem going on. He said it. Nobody else said it. It wasn't any one of these channels that he went to. He let his girl put the info out. I wonder how many of them aerosexuals going to get mad at that. Get mad at them. Get mad at Spence for not coming to their channels after all the videos they do on Crawford. They should feel some type of way. Duke. Are you gonna make a video now, Duke? I know you gotta make a video, Dookie. There were pictures being posted at the time of him still clubbing with the brace on his hand. Damn, shawty. He's a diva because he didn't want to mingle with the herd. Man, them dudes are strange, man. Weird individuals, man, to push that damn narrative like they do. You know what I'm saying? To push them narratives the way they want to push it. For real. They ain't gonna take no road at all, coach. You talking about taking the high road? Nah, they ain't gonna take no high road, nothing. They're gonna get out the shovels and they're gonna dig as deep as they possibly can, and they're gonna put that dirt on top of them and wait this shit out. That's what they're gonna do, coach. Them motherfuckers gonna be underground, breathing out of straws and shit. Hi, look, somebody go take a look. No, man, I hear some movement up there, man. Well, I hope they don't turn on the water hose and flood us out, dog. The motherfuckers gonna go underground to get away from it, dog. Major Key, what's good, bro? What's good with your Major Key in the building? I'm telling you, the motherfuckers gonna go underground, man. They gonna try to let this shit. They say the block is hot. I'm going up underground, man. Them motherfuckers gonna go out there and build them a damn burrow. They gonna wait this shit out. It's gonna be too hot on this YTC this week. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be too hot. Let me check and see what this shit is doing now. And I don't know if they did this on purpose, but the fact that he does have issue with drinking, and for her to say on the rocks, I don't know what's going on in Texas like that, bro. Why would you just do a video like that? Why wouldn't you just say something else absent of alcohol, bro? Oh my God. Yeah, that video is at 21K now. Since I've been on live, that shit has jumped tremendously. I'm not saying this because of me. I'm pretty sure more people are speaking on it. I'm just saying. Big Blunt say Dookie made a clickbait ass video talking about full Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford phone call. Man, that's what they all do, man. They don't care. They don't care. Especially Dookie. He's an opportunist, man. Especially Dookie, he's an opportunist. Real talk. But hey, people, I got to bounce, man. It's been a pleasure kicking it. You know, this ain't the last time I'm talking about this. I'm waiting to see other people reaction to the video. The real talk. I want to hear their perspective on the video or whatever, and what they take is. This is gonna change, man. Her subscribers keep on going up. God damn. I just want to see what other people think about the whole situation. Like, this really shuts down the false narratives that's been out here for quite some time, polluting the airways. You know, and also the audience the audience that's been listening to this over there on their channels. Just the way these guys try to come up and look all serious in the camera and say some dumb shit about Bud. And I'm like, bro, what are y'all talking about? Can y'all talk about wrecks? Can you talk about how this man had a wreck and checked himself out the hospital, and then, you know, he was able to get back his mechanics and went right to the club? That's his own words, bro. Went back out to the club. Where was the people that knew he was leaving the house and going out? Man, come on, bro. Man, y'all failed that, man. Y'all aerosexuals, y'all failed that, man, bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all failed him big time. Y'all failed him. But I got to get up out of here, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Hit the like button on your way out. And also, Big Blunts, man, appreciate the donations, my brother. Salute to you. And if you want to donate, the Cash App is right there, you know, scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Until next time, man, turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports and goddamn step on them aerosexuals, man. Hold them accountable for being who they are. You feel me? Salute. Peace.